veski Inspiring Women Fellowships are not just about supporting our women researchers, they're about supporting the broader community. Interestingly, the call for fellowships brought to light a number of remarkable stories of women working across our institutions and universities within Victoria, and how they're actually managing to juggle all of the commitments of family life and at the same time maintain an active research profile. The Inspiring Women Fellowships will actually make this a lot easier for these women to be able to achieve their aspirations and goals.
I think the veski Inspiring Women's Fellowships are so important because they're a fellowship unlike any other. They provide women with the opportunity to safely and smoothly transition back into their research after their career interruption. The veski Inspiring Women Fellowship supported me upon my return from maternity leave by having someone in the lab with me to continue research, particularly while I was working part-time in that transition period. So this fellowship has really helped to push my career in an upward trajectory. So I can see how beneficial the veski Inspiring Women's Fellowship has been to me, and I just hope that other women can also have the opportunity to have one of these fellowships.
The fellowship will be important to ensure that I can keep progressing to the next points in my career. Often we know that women in science, once they're at the career stage that I'm at and have had children, it's really hard to continue progressing because it's hard to keep the papers up, it's hard to keep the grant applications going in. There's no other fellowship that can enable you to have research support while on leave, that can fund some of the aspects like childcare and especially conference attendance where you can have your partner come and attend to help you with childcare duties. That's just unheard of.
I actually was awarded the Veski Inspiring Women Award when I had a 5-week-old baby, but it really gave me the confidence that I could go on maternity leave and know that my research was not only, continuing, but able to increase and thrive while I was away. It's actually the supervision and academic leadership that was really important to keep my research going. I was recently awarded a mid-career award from the Australian Society for Microbiology, the Frank Fenner Award, and I'm sure the Veski Award played a big part in receiving that award.
The fellowship will benefit me in catching up with my research. So over the last 4 years, I've taken time off to care for my 2 young children. So this has prevented me from doing a lot of my lab work. The Veski Inspiring Women Fellowship will have a great impact on my research career. It's going to allow me to fund students as well as go to international laboratories and be able to learn their techniques and bring them back here to Victoria.
The Veski Inspiring Women Fellowship took me from being a runner in the race for grants to being a leader and got me the next grant that I applied for. Firstly, it helped support my research and establish me as a research leader. In particular, the fellowships help support childcare, which, as all working parents know, is always a challenge. I've got 3 boys and the youngest one is not yet at school, and so I've been able to use it for that. If I hadn't got the fellowship, I would have had a real gap in the critical mass in my research group, which would have been a really big impact. So being able to have my postdoc with me at Deakin and also PhD student has really, really helped.
The main things that I've used the Veski Inspiring Women Fellowship funds for are to have some hands in the lab for me. Particularly when I first was awarded the fellowship, I was still on maternity leave, and when I was returning back to work, I was only a few days a week. I've used the funds to travel internationally and take my children with me. The opportunity to go overseas was so great for my career, but when I first went back to work, my daughter was only about 9 months old and I was still breastfeeding. The Veski Inspiring Women's Fellowship, I think it shines a light on the fact that you don't have to choose between being a scientist or a mother.